What's happening, guys? We're back and we're doing something a little different today. Alright, so we're back in the shop. I've actually pulled the chassis off of the build table because the goal is, between this episode and maybe next episode, get rid of the build table entirely. The car is at a point now where we can just about set it down on its wheels and just kind of roll it around. We got the shocks built the other episode. We got the rear shock mounts in. We'll do the front shock mounts next, etc., etc. I don't want to set the car on its wheels on the ground though, because it'll be really low to work on, and I won't be able to get underneath it if I got to weld anything on the bottom of the car. So the goal today is to actually build some stands to get the car up in the air. So we got some pipe. This is just I think it's 1-inch gas piping. It was super cheap. So we're gonna use this. We're gonna build kind of some steel cubes that the tire will sit into, and it'll raise the whole car up kind of a foot and a half. That should give us enough room to work while still being supported on its own wheels. So I've already got started cutting because there's gonna be a lot of cutting. So I got started already, but let's go grab the rest of the pipe and we'll cut the rest of the pieces. All right, we got all the pieces cut out to do at least the top squares and the bottom squares. We'll cut the legs out once these are done. So next step's just to weld them together. We got the welder set up in MIG mode because I don't think I really care about TIG welding all these. It'll take way too long. MIG will just be quick and dirty. I'm gonna do two things differently than if I was TIG welding. One, I'm gonna wear coveralls because I value my arm hair. And two, I'm gonna not wear my fancy Sentinel helmet because MIG tends to splatter a lot more and I wanna save that for the fancy TIG work. So, got that all set up. We'll just clamp these together and weld them all up. All right, we're done all the frames. The big ones will be the bottom, and then the little ones, there we go. The little ones will be the top, and then the tire will sit in the little ones. And then I went through on the bottom one of the bottom ones, and kind of cleaned up all the welds on the bottom of it, because it has to sit flat on the ground. If I didn't clean up all those welds and grind them flush, it would just sit up on 4 weld beads, and it wouldn't work very well. So we did that. We still need to cut all the uprights and then weld those in, and then clean up some of the other welds that are kind of ugly. But it's 5 o'clock, so it's quitting time today. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. And we're back. I only have a few hours to work in the shop today. Today is Mother's Day. I know this is gonna come out well after Mother's Day, so I hope everybody did something for their mom. I know me and the little guy cooked mom breakfast. So I got a couple hours to work in the shop today. I had hoped to get all 4 of the stands built. Now that's kind of changed to hopefully we get 1 built, and then we can get an idea kind of what it's gonna look like, and then I can finish the other ones up throughout the week. So we need to grind these down a little bit, and then cut the posts. I think we're gonna go about 18 inches tall. That'll drop the car about 8 to 10 inches down from where it sits on the build table. I think that'll be a good height. Who knows? Originally I was gonna make these like 2 feet tall, and then I realized that the car would be higher than it is now. So we're gonna make them 18 inches. We'll grind these down. We'll grab some more pipe, cut it all up. All right, that looks decent. Some of the welds are not the prettiest. I'll be the first to admit that. I'm a little bit out of practice with MIG. I also didn't take the time to do a real good fit up on the vertical bars, so I had a couple holes to fill. But they're jack stands, so they don't have to be the prettiest thing in the world. They hold the tire up. So we got one done. I'm pretty much out of time for today, so I'm gonna have to call it an episode there, guys. I'll try to get the rest of them done over the week, and then next week we can clear the build table out, start reassembling the car, kind of with its feet on the ground. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. I'm out of here.